Hey gang, you know, I get asked all the time, what is my favorite fish or cut of fish, and what is my favorite way of cooking it? Well, I've got a simple answer. I love the belly of any fish. Yellowfin tuna belly, thresher shark belly, bluefin belly, yellowtail belly. I just absolutely love the belly of fish because of all the fat and juicy flavors that come out of the belly, and I love my bellies grilled. So, I'm going to do a yellowfin grilled belly, but I'm going to actually add a little twist to it. I'm going to make it Filipino style because I'm adding some real deal pork belly. I'm going to skewer up pork belly and yellowfin tuna belly and barbecue them up, and they together are going to turn into this heavenly masterpiece. And if you guys are interested in figuring out exactly what I'm up to, hang on, here we go. Alright gang, so our very first step is to take this heavenly pork belly and boil it. But that's exactly what we're going to do. So let's get going, let's cut this up. Wow, look at these pieces of pork. Look at that. Man, we're gonna turn that into yumminess, and alongside with our tuna belly, it's gonna be just perfection. Just wait. Gang, so I've got water boiling. I haven't done anything to this water, it's just ordinary water. It's about 3/4 away of a medium stock pot. I've got 1 cup of white vinegar, all right? Very commonly used throughout the Filipino cuisine. And on top of that, I'm gonna throw in a couple pinches of kosher salt. 1, 2, and here's 3. All right, and here's my pork belly. There we go. All right, gang, so everything's set to go. I'm gonna get a lid on this pot and just leave the lid a little bit offset. And I'm gonna let it boil vigorously for 15 minutes. And then for an hour and a half to 2 hours, I'm gonna lower the heat and simmer it. This is really critical to cooking pork belly. You've got to cook it low and slow, but it's going to just turn out amazing. So, hold on. We'll see in just a bit. The pork has been boiling and simmering for a grand total of 2 hours. I checked it and it seems like it's really nice and tender already. Alright, I'm going to let this cool off for about 5 or 10 minutes, and then it's off to the refrigerator for at least an hour. So now that that's in the refrigerator, it's a great time to fire up the grill and start preheating this guy. And now, gang, it's time for my favorite part of this particular recipe, and that is the Filipino adobo sauce. And that's going to start off with some soy sauce. Check this out. 1/2 cup of soy sauce. Perfect. 1/4 cup of white vinegar. Perfect. All right. Okay, we're going to sprinkle in some pepper. No reason for any salt. Soy sauce got plenty of salt. And traditional Filipino adobo has got lots of garlic. Right there, that's all we need. And the very last thing we're going to add to this is 2 tablespoons of granulated sugar. Now, there we go. I don't know if I mentioned this to you guys, but I learned all about Filipino cuisine when I lived on Oahu. I lived actually in a Filipino neighborhood called Kalihi. And I would go to restaurants and I'd eat street food. I loved Filipino cuisine, and that's where I was exposed to not only this adobo sauce, but barbecued pork bellies. So I remember the first time I ate that, I was just in heaven. And believe it or not, that day I started thinking about, I wonder if I can put barbecued pork bellies on a skewer like I had, interwoven with tuna belly or any other kind of fish belly I can get my hands on. So that idea has been festering with me for a long time, and I'm really happy to share it with you guys. And I hope you guys give this recipe a try. You're gonna love it. The pork belly is just insane, along with the tuna belly, of course. Anyway, so So now it's time to put this in the refrigerator and grab our tuna belly and prep that, and we are getting one step closer. All right, gang, so now it's time to deal with this tuna belly. We've got the skin on it, and we've got some connective tissue on top we're gonna have to remove. So let's go. And we're gonna cut it up into the same size pieces as our pork belly. I'm gonna go for the skin first. And I'm not using my real long fillet knife because I've got some curvature I've got to deal with here. Just take your time, gentlemen. Do a good job here. This is a very, very delicious cut of meat. Don't do a hack job. All right, let's go after this piece of connective tissue here. I'm gonna use this thin boning knife here to allow me to follow the curvatures of the meat. That's what a boning knife really does. It allows you to follow the curvatures of the bone. As you can see, this is a fairly thick piece of connective tissue here, or fat, combination. Connective tissue and fat. So you're gonna have to take your time and do a good job. All right, I've cleaned my knife here so I can get this final last small piece of connective tissue out. Here's another reason I love these thin boning knives. See what I'm doing? Right underneath the skin there. And there you have it. If you take your time out and do it right, you end up with a nice piece of meat. Look at that. Look at that. Perfect. Okay, now it's time to cut up this meat. That's about the size of our pork. Okay, there you have it. There you have it. Let's get the pork bellies. So now I'm going to take this tuna belly and the pork belly and put them in one container. Here's the pork belly that's been sitting in the refrigerator for about an hour or so. Look at that. Look at these pieces. Look at that. See, they've kind of stiffened up, getting cold in the refrigerator. That's exactly what we want. Okay, it's time to pour in the adobo sauce. All right, so I'm gonna add half of that adobo sauce that we made. And I'll use the other half for base. Wow, marinate all these pieces, and then we're gonna skewer them up. So my skewers over here, I've been having sitting in water for a half hour, 20 minutes out, so they won't burn on the barbecue, okay? So here's a piece of pork belly. Shoot it right through. Here's a piece of tuna. Shoot it right through. And then I'm gonna put a tomato in here. Pork belly, tuna, tomato. Pork belly, tuna, tomato. Oh my God. How much fun is this? Pork belly and tuna. And let's get one more tomato on here. All right, there we go. There's the first one, number one. Pork belly, tuna, tomato. Time to put these on the grill. Oh my goodness. Man, I I can smell the soy sauce. Oh my gosh. All right, gentlemen, so the whole point of cooking the pork beforehand is now the pork and the tuna are gonna cook up lickety-split at the same rate. And believe me, over a high heat like this, over lumped coal, this is just gonna take a couple minutes. As a matter of fact, let's look. Oh wow, look at that. That's what we're looking for right there. Wow, okay, time to turn these guys over and start basting. Wow, oh man. Whoa. Oh my gosh, look at that. Now we're gonna baste. Remember that adobo sauce we made? Look at all that smoke, gentlemen. That smoke is coming off this baste and it's re-flavorizing this meat. That's why basting is a must whenever you grill. And of course, if you guys are interested in more grilling recipes, right over here I've got a link to all my grilled fish and seafood recipes. And of course, this one's going to be included, but check it out. This is done. Absolutely. Look at that. Oh my God. Okay. Okay. Wow. Wow. Let's get a little more of this baste on there. Let's go back in the kitchen and we're gonna garnish this with some fresh cilantro and we'll be ready to chow down. All right, boys and girls, here we have it. The moment before I start eating. Oh my God, the only thing left here is I've got some chopped up cilantro, which is a very common herb all throughout Asia and the Philippines. Oh, and it just makes everything look so beautiful. Oh my God. Look at this. Oh my God. I'm so excited. Unbelievable. It's been years, but now I'm gonna have some barbecued pork belly along with barbecued tuna. Oh my God. Listen, if you guys are new or if you're a regular and haven't yet subscribed, click the subscribe button, click the bell icon. That way you'll get a notification every time I come up with a new recipe. And I want to thank you for joining me today, and I really hope that you guys give this recipe a try. I've been nibbling along the way, and all I can say is it's totally insane, and I want to end this video as soon as I can so I can start eating. Thanks again. We'll see you guys in the next one.